The incredible drama on Maury. There'll be more truth.
This kid don't know like me. This one right here. You want to do the good kid, get your kid.
And more consequences. Today, it's extreme family conflict.
I hate you.
It can only be resolved by one thing, a DNA test. Zamika cheated on her husband 2 months ago. Antonio wants to keep his marriage together, but his mother keeps telling him that he's not the father of both of Zamika's children.
I'd be damned if I let my son get hurt by a no-good slut. You would have never cheated if you cared about my son.
2 children tested and 1 marriage on the line. Is Antonio the father? Amanda swears that Brandon wanted to marry her and have a child.
He said you were a booty call.
And his new girlfriend is here.
We settle it right now?
Yeah.
Is Brandon her baby's father?
Brandon.
Maisha sits here stunned that Al denies not 1, not 2, but all 3 of their children. Al actually thinks she's been having sex with other men for money.
So I'm a prostitute.
3 paternity tests.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
And 3 absolutely stunning results. It's an intense, dramatic hour of DNA drama. Next. Everyone, this is Zamika. Welcome Zamika to the show. Now, you see, Zamika admits she made the biggest mistake of her life when she cheated on her husband, Antonio, just 2 months ago. Since that day, Antonio has moved out and is now denying that he's the father of their 2 children, 2-year-old Zanaya and 6-month-old Jontines. Now, to make matters worse, Zamika says that Antonio's mother, Joanne, is fueling Antonio's denial. You see, because Joanne claims that due to a sports-related injury to her son many years ago, he is incapable of having kids.
Me and Zamika first got together, it was like magic. I thought we did the right thing when we decided to get married because she was the love of my life.
Zamika is a liar, a cheater, and a snake. I knew Antonio should have never married Zamika. He just stuck one stupid.
When I found a used condom in my van, I packed my stuff and I left. Now I'm starting to think that Zanaya and Jontines is not my kids.
Zamika's brainwashing my son. Them kids look nothing like nobody in my family. She's a dirty, lying, low-down bitch.
I'm trying to work this out to save my marriage, but now I'm starting to believe everything that my mom's been saying.
I'd be damned if I let my son Antonio get hurt by a no-good slut.
See that picture? That's you and Joanne on your wedding day.
Yeah.
All friends.
She never liked me from the get-go.
Because you's a slut?
Oh.
You's a damn right slut.
You need to mind your business and stay out of our business. This don't have nothing to do with you.
Whatever Zamika did was not my grandkids, and you know it.
Was he denying those kids before then?
He was.
Zamika, you know you're telling the damn lie.
He's been denying since she got involved. Nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's between me and him.
You're the damn lie. That's my son, and you're not gonna hurt him anymore, Zamika.
You need to be quiet and shut up. That's what you need to do.
When you and your husband got together, you got pregnant.
Yeah.
You had a stillborn child.
Yes, I did.
She said it wasn't his.
She did.
Baby wasn't even born.
She don't know how bad she made me feel. She didn't make me feel like nothing.
I don't care about your
Happy Mother's Day. You can't even say Happy Mother's Day. So it don't matter. It don't matter.
That's all I care about is my
It
son.
don't matter. Them are his kids. He needs to recognize it, and he needs to be quick, become a mama's boy. That's what he needs to do. Man up. Man up.
You consider your kids miracle kids.
Them are miracle kids because
Why were they miracles?
the doctors told me I couldn't have kids.
Right.
At all. So for me to conceive my kids the way I did, It made me happy.
And what about Antonio? He was
happy too. If he wasn't so happy, why stay around?
Do you love him?
I love him to death. If I didn't, I wouldn't stay around as much as I am now. We done been through too much to let it go because of her.
If you did, you would have never cheated on him. You would have never cheated if you cared about my son.
You have
When Maury come back with the DNA test, we will find out 2 days, Amika.
Well, once we do
Today is going down today. Whatever is going down today.
Antonio, here's Antonio. Antonio. I bet you want to be the father of those kids.
I do.
You do want to be
Yeah.
the father.
I really do. I pray, I hope I'm the father, man.
We pray for these kids. How you gonna hope that them your kids?
You admit to cheating on me.
Exactly.
So, what am I supposed to do?
I admitted it, but it was never around the time I got to see my kids.
How am I supposed to believe that?
Them are his kids. Them are his kids.
And-
Everybody makes mistakes.
Antonio.
Them are his.
Tamika believes that your mom has influenced you, brainwashed you.
Well, Maury,
Yeah.
my mom never lied to me.
And I
No.
never will.
My wife lied to me.
That's why she's a whore.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. You don't know what you're talking about. So you just need to sit back and shut up and mind your business. That's what you need to do.
Well, you gotta make it work with you-know-who, Joanne, your mom. Here's Joanne.
Cheating from day one.
Have I really?
Since I first met you.
Have I really?
Have I really? Before y'all even got married.
You never liked any of his female friends. You never liked nobody.
I don't like you.
I don't like you. Are you good? It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Come on,
Joanne.
We'll find out.
Joanne.
We'll find out today.
So basically, Joanne, from day one,
Day one
you
more.
were suspicious
Day
of her.
one more. When they start messing around, day one, that she's a whore.
What up?
What else? If these are your grandkids, it's all gonna stop, isn't it?
They're not my grandkids, Maury.
That's fine. That's fine.
If they're
That's
my
fine.
grandkids, it will stop today if they're my grandkids.
I'm glad you made that
But
promise,
not
because now we can find out.
They're not my grandkids. They're not my grandkids. Come on with it, Maury. Prove me right. Prove me right, Maury.
Prove her
They're not my
wrong.
grandkids.
Prove her
She's a
wrong.
whore.
Prove her
Yes,
wrong.
she's a whore.
That's okay. We'll find out. Go ahead, Maury. Go ahead.
When it comes to 2-year-old Zanaya, Antonio, you are the father. When it comes to 6-month-old Jontines, Antonio, you are the father.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, Nana. Hey, boo-boo. Hi, sweetie.
Amanda swears that Brandon wanted to marry her and have a child. He said you were a booty call. And his new girlfriend is here. Can we settle it right now?
Yeah.
Is Brandon her baby's father? Brandon! Maisha sits here stunned that Al denies not one, not two, but all 3 of their children.
This kid don't look like me. This one right here. Boy, do the good kid. This your kid.
3 paternity tests. Al. And 3 absolutely stunning results. Family conflicts that can only be resolved by one thing, a DNA test. Everyone, this is Amanda. Welcome Amanda to the show. Now, you would think that Amanda has enough going on in her life because she suffers from a brain tumor. Now, fortunately, it's not malignant, it's benign, but it's painful. And it makes it almost impossible for her to care alone for her one-year-old daughter, Leona. But that's what she's doing right now because this man, Brandon, a man whom Amanda says promised to marry her, left her for another woman when she was 2 months pregnant. Now, Brandon claims that Amanda was nothing more than a booty call. This is what Brandon had to say.
Have you ever seen Shrek? Because Amanda looks just like Fiona the ogre. A booty call is all Amanda was to me, nothing more, nothing less. I guarantee Amanda was pregnant before we even got together. She's a big girl with a whole lot of meat. When she got on top of me, I would disappear. I know for a fact she was sleeping with 3 other guys the same time she was sleeping with me. I had no idea up until a few days ago if Amanda's child was a boy or a girl. I'm not gonna waste my time looking at a photo of some kid that's not even mine. Amanda, if I could take back sleeping with you, I would. But since I can't, I'm more than willing to have Maury come out here and say them sweet words. Brandon, you are not the father.
By the way, I want you to know that Brandon's girlfriend, Shandy, is here. It was Shandy who called the show. And she's standing by her man. I got to get something straight here, Amanda. You said that he wanted to marry you.
Yeah.
He said you were a booty call. What do you think happened?
He's just. Lay it out.
He says he didn't even know whether your baby was a boy or a girl.
It don't surprise me. I don't
might as well hear
understand
his side of the story. Here's Brandon, everyone. You wanted to marry her, that's what she says.
No,
Huh?
hell no, No, that is
I
not
wish
my
you'd have
baby.
done a lie detector test,
How
because
is
he
this
would
my
fail that,
baby?
along with
Look
find
at
out
that
that
nose.
my
That ain't
daughter
my
is
nose.
his.
That ain't my ear.
Along
That
with
ain't my
find out my
eyes. That ain't
daughter
my
is
lips.
his.
Nothing.
She says it looks exactly like your baby
Look
picture.
Not like me, man.
Huh?
Nothing.
Did you think about this on your own about not being the father? Or did Shandy have something?
No, I knew before.
Shandy,
I knew damn well before.
Did you leave her when you found out she was pregnant, before you found out, around the same time when?
I got with her for a booty call. That was it.
That was
Nothing
it.
else. I mean,
Well, you was spending the night at my house. I was spending the night at Grandma's house.
You think it's fair that he takes care of your children but not his own?
He knows my children are his.
He don't even take care of.
Will you love that baby if it's yours?
if it's
Probably
mine,
not.
Maury, I'll love that baby. If it's
Probably
mine.
not.
But if it ain't, she need to find her
Probably
dad and leave my
not.
mom
Is
alone.
that the first time you've seen this baby?
First time, Maury.
Never
First time
saw
I've ever seen
And if
her
he
dad.
really cared, he would have did this when we was pregnant.
Can we settle it right now?
Yeah.
We're going to settle
Right
it right
now.
now.
Right now. Right now.
When it comes to one-year-old Leona, Brandon, you are the father.
All right, bring my baby up.
Okay. Shandy, you will love that baby.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. We had nothing to do with
I
her,
know
but
it's
that
another
baby's
burden
more than
upon
welcome.
you.
My baby. More than welcome.
Okay, fine.
I
Thank
will,
you very
yeah.
much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Maisha sits here stunned that Al denies not one, not two, but all 3 of their children. Al actually thinks she's been having sex with other men for money. Al, that child look like you.
This kid don't look like me.
This one right here?
Boy, do this kid. This your kid.
3 paternity tests. Al, Al, Al. And 3 absolutely stunning results. Family conflicts that can only be resolved by one thing, a DNA test. Everyone, this is Maisha. Welcome, Maisha, to the show. Maisha says that she and her former fiancé Al were once madly in love for 8 passionate years. But now that love has been replaced with rage and resentment because you see, Maisha says that she is stunned that Al denies not 1, not 2, all 3 of their beautiful children. There they are. Now, what makes Maisha even angrier is that Al claims that she cheated on him. And not only that, she might have even prostituted. And here's what Al has to say. Watch.
In the beginning, me and Maisha was like peaches and cream. I loved her so much that I even proposed to her. As time went on, I found out what Maisha really is, a liar. She was trying to trap me, and using those kids was a perfect way to do it. Maisha claims she be going to the store, but she really hang out in the corner with a bunch of sluts. I really think she's a prostitute. I'm 100% sure. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of those kids are not mine. I even wrote a song about it.
So we've given DNA tests to all 3 children. We're going to reveal the results in a moment. But what do you think of that man after what you just heard?
I think he is disgusting, Maury. 8 long years. If you know the things I did for him, I used to clean this man's dirty drawers.
He says you were prostituted.
Liar, liar.
He was there for the birth.
He was there
He
for
signed the birth
everything,
certificate.
Everything.
He raised that little girl.
Raised her. We were still supposed to get married then.
Did he propose to you?
He proposed. Maury, it was Valentine's Day.
Oh.
He came home to me. He had a card. He had bear, a candy, and he got down on his knees and he put this ring on my finger. He asked me to be his wife.
Where's the ring?
He took it.
He took it back.
He took it. He took this ring from me and he threw it down the toilet.
He threw it down the toilet?
And flushed the toilet.
What happened with Kaylin, the second child?
He was there for the most part, but he started to drift. Didn't really
Look
come
at her.
to
You
the-
think she looks like him?
Exactly like him. That's his twin. That's a mixture of me and him. That's his twin.
Emil, you just gave birth to 3 months ago.
Yes, Maury. And when I gave birth to Emil, I called out. I said, I'm about to have your son. Are you coming?
Yep.
Al tells me, I'm asleep. I'll call you back.
So right after you had Emil, what did he do?
After I had Emil, he came to the hospital. He looked at Emil and he said, this is not my son.
Wow.
He tells me that this is his friend's son. I can't wait till you meet him too.
You still love him?
I do love him, Maury, but he's sorry. I wouldn't want to be with a sorry man.
I see, and he's sorry. Here's Al. Al, come on out.
We were supposed to get married, Al. We were supposed to get married, Al.
Al, didn't you love her at one time?
More in the beginning?
Yep.
Yes. It was there.
It was
It was
there.
like I said, it was like peaches and cream.
Right.
But you know, Maisha's a liar. You know?
I never lied to
She's
you.
a liar.
Why'd you throw the ring away? Why'd you throw it
More,
down the toilet?
More. Look, I'm telling you something, more. Look, look. Now look, more. Look, this is the whole thing, more. Look. If you engage with somebody, that's a practice thing. That's something that's letting you know if this person's ready to be your wife or your husband. So it's like this here.
So in other words, if you're engaged, she's supposed to be practicing to be
Oh,
your
yeah,
wife.
exactly. That's what the engagement is.
Why do you think that she was prostituting herself?
Man, boy, when you hang around, look, this girl hangs around the wrong
I'm a
crowd. You hear me? She hangs around people
I'm a good
that
girl.
does things.
I'm always there for
Hey,
you,
look
Al.
like this. Hey, look, check that, boy, look. When you do things, look. When you hang around the wrong people, that's what you get. If you why would you hang around with the same people?
Were there specific
Why would you hang around with people that does things like Maury, I do what I gotta do, Maury.
No, you don't do what you
I do what I gotta do.
You do what you
I've been
want
doing
to
what
do.
I look like
you.
You do what you want to do. You don't do what you got to do.
You see this kid right here? You see this kid right here, Maury?
Okay.
Look at this kid.
Okay.
Do that kid look like me? Do this kid look like me? This kid don't look like me.
This one right here?
That kid don't look like. Do it look like you, Maury? Maury, do this kid. This your kid, Maury. It's not my kid, Maury. I don't know. This the other kid, Maury. You gotta understand, man. That's what it is. That's what
We're
it is,
gonna find out right now. When it comes to 3-month-old Emil, Al, the results are coming up. Is Al the father of her 3 kids? Al. 3 paternity tests and 3 absolutely stunning results. Nicole is a single mom raising a child with very special needs. You love that baby.
I love him.
And she says his father, Josh, does absolutely nothing to help them. But is it possible that someone else is her child's father? Joshua? Family conflicts that can only be resolved by one thing, a DNA test. Everyone, this is Nicole. Welcome, Nicole, to the show. A lot of people come on this show, they're single moms, and Nicole is a single mom. So we know how hard that is. But for Nicole, it's a little different because caring for her son, Brennan, is at times heartbreaking. Brennan has cerebral palsy. He has epilepsy. He has hearing loss. And to make matters worse, Nicole says that this man, Joshua, denies that he's Brennan's father. Joshua's story is this. He says that all of Brennan's disabilities are hereditary and none of them run in his family, so there is no way he can be Brennan's dad. This is Nicole's story. On October 12, 2006, Brennan was born into the world a happy, bubbly child. But sadly, the next few months would prove to be a heartbreaking time for this new family.
When Brennan was 5 months old, I realized he was first having seizures. He was given EEG test and they found out that he was an epileptic. Then when he was about 10 months old, they discovered that he was legally blind, and they said at that point there was not much they can do for it. And then shortly after that, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
Struggling as a single mother, Nicole does the best that she can to make sure that Brennan's challenging life is as normal as possible.
Brennan's almost 4, but developmentally, he's anywhere from 5 months to a year old. Simple things no longer happen at a fast pace, from getting him ready in the morning, waking him up, giving him a shower and feeding him and getting him off to school.
At home, Nicole does all that she can to make sure that Brennan is learning and is alert to his surroundings.
It breaks my heart knowing that Joshua misses out on so many things in Brennan's life.
As happy as Brennan is at times, the days can become terrifying when he has seizures, sometimes up to 50 a day.
Brennan means everything to me. He's my best friend, and like, we do pretty much everything together. I don't know what I would do without him.
You love that baby.
I love him.
Why do you think Joshua denies him?
Because he's a
So what do you want out of this today?
I want him to apologize to my son for being a jerk, for being selfish, and to get over himself and be a man and be a part of Brennan's life.
Well, this is what Joshua had to say.
I absolutely did not plan on having a baby with Nicole. I left Nicole during her pregnancy because of the constant arguing. Thankfully, I met somebody else that I fell in love with. We have a child today. A few months after Brennan was born, Nicole sent me pictures, and I knew I wasn't the father right then and there. I heard about Brennan's medical issues when he was about 6 months old. I know they don't run in my family, and they definitely don't run in her family. So where did he get those genes from? I'll tell you where, his real father. What really pisses me off is that Nicole's all about the money, not about the child. I'm sick of Nicole trying to play the victim. She uses that child as a way to get sympathy, and it's disgusting.
Everyone, here's Joshua. Welcome, Joshua. Let me get this straight. The main reason you think you're not the father is that these ailments and illnesses are hereditary.
That's right.
And they don't run in your family.
That's right. I looked it up on the computer, and so did my mom. My mom sent me a bunch of
Who is the
information.
father then? Tell me, because you spent all the time with me. I wasn't allowed to hang out with my friends. I had to give my whole life up to you. And then you how can you deny him? He's a beautiful little boy. You're
It looks nothing like me.
He doesn't have to look like you. He looks like me. I hate you. You are part of our life. You don't deserve it.
We're going to find out right now.
You know what? When we find out, I want you to go back there and apologize to him. How can you deny that?
Stop looking for sympathy.
I'm not looking.
You'll get it when I get the result.
I'm not looking for it. You're looking for a way out because you can't even
Don't you all
support
want to know?
yourself.
I'm looking
You don't
for
want
the
to-
truth.
The 3-year-old Brennan. Joshua, you are the father.
Your work. Your work.
It's over. It's done. We know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you feel stupid now? Oh, that's right, because you should.
At the age of 13, she began drinking and having sex.
I felt like nothing could stop me.
And then she was pregnant. You think that Jeremy is the father of your child?
I don't know.
Will this teen find her baby's father today? Jeremy? The results are coming up. Is Al the father of her 3 kids? Al. 3 paternity tests and 3 absolutely stunning results. Family conflicts that can only be resolved by one thing, a DNA test. Now, for most of you who watch the show, you know we do out-of-control teen shows. And for you teens out there, you know, who think that drinking and smoking, having sex has no consequences, this is for you. This is 18-year-old Latricia. Now, Latricia says at the age of 13, she felt invincible. She began drinking and smoking and running away and having sex. And then she discovered she was pregnant. And Latricia was counting on her then boyfriend, Jeremy, to be there for her. But then reality set in when Jeremy began to deny the daughter that she gave birth to, Gracie. And this is where Latricia's nightmare began. Watch.
I was 13 years old when I started drinking, having sex, because I felt like I was indestructible, like nothing could stop me. When I turned 16 years old, I had a huge smack in the face when I found out I was pregnant. When I called my ex-boyfriend Jeremy to tell him that I was pregnant, all he could do was laugh and hang up on me and call me a liar. I had no house, no money, no home. I was alone on the streets and no father for my baby, no one to turn to. Gracie's my world. I love her to death, and I will do anything to support her. I hope this DNA test proves that he is the father of my baby, because he's such an amazing guy. And I know that he'll be the dad that I need him to be for her.
So, Latricia, you watch my show?
Yes, sir, every day.
You watch my show?
Every
You
day.
see all the out of control teen shows we do?
I do.
Was that you?
That was me. That was me. And I thought, for all them girls that sit there and they're like, I can do whatever I want. I want a baby because I can take care of it. No, you can't, because you still a baby yourself. Every day, I'm a baby myself. And I struggle every day to take care of my daughter. I don't know when I'm gonna feed her. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy her formula, diapers, toys, anything like that. And that is my world right there. That's mine.
Okay. Now, this fellow you were going with, Jeremy, when you were 16?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You were going together at the time?
I was back and forth between him and his best friend.
Oh. An incredible hour of Maury starts now. In total, they've tested 17 men to find the fathers of their babies. Today, they're back with new men, new paternity tests. Megan is scared because this is the third time she's been on the show. Stop. Megan is testing 2 more men.
Megan and I are engaged to be married. I do think I'm Javion's father.
I thought I was the father. This is crazy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Sean, Catan, and Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne. Not. Forever is back and she's testing Terrence for the 3rd time with her 3rd different child. Terrence. Not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy. New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Everyone, this is Megan. Welcome, Megan. See, Megan is tenuous. Megan is delicate. Megan is scared. This is the 3rd time she's been on the show. You see, in the past, 2 men have been proven not to be the father of her 4-year-old son, Javion. But today, Megan hopes and believes. How cute is he? See, Megan hopes and believes the search is going to end now because we have given DNA tests to 2 more men. Her current fiancé, Catan, and her ex, Sean. Now, Megan says one of them is definitely the father. But before we find out the results, take a look at Megan's past on the show. The first time Megan came to the show, she could not contain her anger that a man named Michael and his wife, Asia, denied her son.
He's doing this all because of her, you know what I'm saying? When we were together, he told me he didn't want nothing to do with her. He called me last night talking about he loved me, he want to leave her, and be with me and my son. Remember me. Baby daddy, hey,
Michael, you are nuts. We'll help you find the father. 3 months later, Megan came back to the show and was desperate for a man named David to be her son's dad.
I have no hope that David is my son's father.
Think of how good a mother you've been.
I love him so much, Maury. That's my baby.
David, you are not. You hate looking at that, don't you?
Yes, Maury, I do. That's my son, Maury. And I messed up. I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm a bad mother to my son.
Well, guess what?
Maury.
You shouldn't.
That's my baby. That's my heart.
You shouldn't feel guilty. In fact, you should feel brave and courageous to keep on fighting the fight and to find out who the father is. So we have 2 people here.
Yes.
First of all, your current fiance, Catan.
Yes, that's my heart. That's
So
my
your
world.
Catan must be around Javion all the time.
All the time, Maury. He gets up with him and take him to school. He gets him dressed. He makes sure Javion has everything he needs. He loves him the best.
So what I want to know is, why haven't we thought about Catan before?
Because when I had left, Catan was gone. He had disappeared and moved to another state. And I just didn't even think about it at the time because I just thought about Michael and David at the time.
Okay. Let's talk about the other guy, Sean, who, by the way, seems to be a good guy, too.
Yeah, he is. He's a wonderful guy. He wants to be Javion's father. He does stuff for Javion.
So both these guys.
Yeah, they love me to death.
Did you not think about Sean before?
I did, but Sean had moved to a different state too. I tried to get in contact with him when he seen me on the show twice. He called me out of nowhere and just was very upset with me. He was like, I seen you on the show. I thought Javion was my son. He said, why did you lie to me? I was like, I wasn't trying to lie to you. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings and make you move out of Javion's life.
So there they are. There are two of them. Think he looks like either one?
I think he favors Catan a little bit more, but I think
Catan's on the left.
Yeah, and I think he has Sean's chin and lips.
You think it might be the first, the chin. I think I see a similarity in the chin.
Yeah.
What do you all think? Here's the problem. We got history here because Megan admits she's brought on other people, brought on two other guys.
Yes, and I feel so guilty. I feel embarrassed. I feel ashamed. And I feel like all this is my fault because I was young and I was dumb and I was doing stupid things at the time. So I really did mess up more.
And that's what you would tell all these other young girls, right?
Yes. I would tell them, don't do it. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not. Having a baby is not what it all seems. It's not.
Okay. Have you thought about the possibility? There's always a possibility.
Maury, I thought about that possibility.
That neither one of these guys.
Yes, Maury, it drives me crazy, but if they're the father, Katana's the father, it'll relieve a lot of stress. If Sean is the father, then it'll relieve more stress. I want to get this done and over with.
Okay. Now, this is what Catan had to say before the show. Watch.
Megan and I have always had our ups and downs, but I never thought for 1 minute that her son, Javion, wasn't mine. It was just 3 months ago when me and Megan got back together, I found out I may not be Javion's father. And then I found out she already tested 2 other men. There's another one here today. Oh, I'm pissed. When I found out the truth, I felt betrayed, and I couldn't believe it. I do think I'm Javion's father. That's my twin, and I love him with all my heart. Megan and I are engaged to be married, and if Javion is my son, it'll complete our family. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Everybody welcome Catan to the show. She says she feels guilty.
Yeah, she was young though. Mistakes happen, you know. That's
right.
You know.
And I said that she was courageous to continue to try to find the father.
Yeah, she's a very strong woman for that, you know.
Were you surprised when she brought 2 other guys?
Yeah, I was pissed.
You think you all look alike?
That's my little twin, yeah.
Does he call you dad?
Yeah.
He does?
Yes, he does.
You know the other fella?
I've heard of him. I talked to him before on the phone, but I don't know him like that, though.
You don't mind he's here, right?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
Do you think you're going to raise this child no matter what?
Yeah, even if I'm not the father.
This is what Sean had to say. Wow.
For 4 years, I thought I was the father of Megan's son, Javion. It wasn't until I seen the Maury show that I realized that Megan was testing other men for the paternity of my son. I was shocked. I was angry. How could Megan lie to me for the past 4 years? Now here I am getting a DNA test, and there's another man getting tested too. This is crazy. My son Javion means the world to me. He's my heart, my soul. I can't imagine not being his father. If I'm not Javion's father, I'm going to be crushed.
All right, everybody, here's Sean. Welcome, Sean. So, Sean, I like it when 2 guys say, I want to be the father, I'll step up. Love that. You think you're the father?
I hope I am.
And if you're the father, you'll, of course, take your place as the father. And if you're not, so be it.
Of course.
Okay? You know, I think we've waited long enough. Anything you want to say before I read the results?
Sean, I'm sorry for lying to you. I never meant to hurt you. I apologize. I really, really do. I'm sorry. Katan, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry.
In the case of 4-year-old Javion, Sean, you are not the father. Wait a second. Megan, this isn't over. Come on, dear. It's gonna be over.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
All right. But we've got Catan here. All right. We haven't read the result for Catan. In the case of 4-year-old Javion Catan, you are not the father. Megan. You got a man here. Megan, you got a man here who loves you. He said that no matter whether he was the father or not, he was going to be with that child. Okay?
I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God, no.
You are not. He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan? And Ellen and Claudia are back for the 4th time and more desperate than ever to find the father.
I want to find Cheyenne's daddy.
In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Come on up, Claudia, dear. Does everybody remember Claudia? Yeah. Come on, sweetie. Right up to the chair, okay? This is Ellen and her mother, Claudia. This is their 4th time on the show. 4. See, for the past year, they've been trying to find out who the father of Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne, is. They have tested 3 guys before. Today, they're testing the 4th man, a man named Chaz. Now, we've had now 1 baby, 4 men. See, Ellen and Chaz met singing karaoke. I never knew karaoke spawned relationships. But apparently it does. And although Ellen always suspected that Chaz was Cheyenne's dad, she didn't tell him till last week. So we've given Chaz a DNA test before we find out the results. Take a look at Ellen and Claudia's past appearances on the show.
Wilbur is a 2-time jerk. He got me pregnant, he gave me an STD, and he walked out on me and my baby. Wilbur's a lowlife. I'm the one that's scooting myself down to the store to buy Pampers while Wilbur's sitting home on his fat butt.
My baby looks Chinese. Does it look like I'm from Chinatown?
Wilbur, you are not. We were all shocked by these results. Shortly after that show, Claudia and Ellen came back with a 2nd man to test.
We were together for a month.
I'm the one that goes gets her diapers. I'm the one that goes to the store.
I am not the father.
Richard, you are not. Ellen and her mom, Claudia, came back to the show for the 3rd time, desperate for a man named Doug to be the father.
I'm tired of being the one that has to help. I shouldn't have to.
Doug's the father?
I'm 150% sure that he is the father.
Doug, you are not. What's it like looking at that?
It's emotional. I mean, it's so stressful to not know who your baby's father is.
Time you come here, you find out somebody's not the father. How tough is that?
It's really, really tough because, for one, my system has been messed up since then, okay?
Physical system.
Yes.
In other words, what she's trying to say is, all right, she's seeing a doctor, and the doctor said there is something wrong with her system. She has not had her cycle, her female cycle, for over 2.5 years. That's why we are having a problem with trying to find Cheyenne's daddy. I want to find Cheyenne's daddy because I shouldn't have to be the one that has to go to the store and get Cheyenne's stuff. I'm hoping Chaz.
Well, tell me about Chaz, Ellen.
He is a sweetheart.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is.
He is, oh my God. I'd move heaven and earth to be with him.
Really?
Yes. I want to be with Chaz.
You think they look alike?
Oh my God, yes.
Really?
Yes. Their nose and their eyes.
Nose and eyes.
More. He has a little
an
boy.
8-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
They look identical.
You know Chaz said he had a vasectomy.
Oh, yes.
I don't think it went right.
You don't think it went right? Well, guess what? Let's find out what Chaz all right? This is what he had to say before the show. What?
I'm Chaz, and I'm the fourth man to be given a DNA test for Ellen's daughter, Cheyenne. Because of circumstances out of my control, I could not be on the show today. But I do want to know the results of the DNA test. Just 1 week ago, I got a call from Ellen saying there was a possibility that I was her daughter's father. I did sleep with her, once. I just don't think I'm this baby's father. I had a procedure done, and I can't have any more kids. I just can't be a father to a baby that's not mine.
You can understand that, all right? So he can't be here today, but what's going to happen is, when we find out the result, you're going to call him. Well, let's do it. In the case of 23-month-old Cheyenne, Chaz, who could not be here today, is not the father.
No.
You have a lovely granddaughter.
I know I do.
You do. Okay. All right? And you're going to continue to take care of her until we find out who the father is. She's coming down the ramp. And you'll call Chaz, right, and tell him. Claudia, you all have to stay together because you all need each other for strength, you know?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
After finding out that the fourth man tested Chaz was not the father of her baby, Ellen and her mother, Claudia, immediately wanted to call Chaz and tell him the results.
We got the results, honey.
Okay.
You're not the father.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Chaz. Are you going to forgive me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaz.
I really hope that you guys find, the father because the baby does need to be taken care of.
Thank you, Chaz. We love you.
Forever is back and she's testing Terrence for the third time with her third different child. Not. Selena's 3-year search continues.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy.
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. This is what happens when you grow up in different places. Here's my next guest. I would call her Forever. But Forever says her name is Forever. Forever's 6th time on the show. And she's still proud. After testing 5 men, Forever has failed to find the father of her daughter Eternity and her son Christopher. But now Forever's back because she has a new baby named Sincere. And she is sure that a man named Terrence is the father. Now, if Terrence looks familiar, It's because he's already been proven not to be the father of Forever's first 2 children. So let's take a look back at Forever's journey on our show. The first time we met Forever, she was furious.
I am 1,000% sure that Terrence is my daughter's father. You mean you have the dad?
Not my baby.
You are not. Forever returned to our show with a second man.
1,010% sure.
Not my baby.
You are not. The third time Forever appeared on our show, she tested 2 more men.
Out of them 2, one of them is the daddy.
Neither one of us is the father of this child.
How do you know he's not?
Look at this. He white. What do you mean?
You are not. And Lee, you are not.
I'm glad you want the daddy.
Forever returned to the show for the 4th time with the 5th man.
He needs to stand up and be a man.
If child, what would you do?
I would jump off the Empire State Building.
You are not. Forever put her search for Eternity's dad on hold, but came back to the show with Terrence, the first man proven not to be the father. This time, they were in a relationship, and he wanted a DNA test for her new baby, Christopher. You're positive he's Christopher's dad.
Yeah, I'm very positive.
You are not.
It's over.
You decided to put your search for the fathers of Eternity and Christopher on hold.
Yeah, they well taken care of. They don't need no father because they got me as a mother and a father, so they don't need no father.
There you go. But you had another child.
Yeah, me and her was back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
And now Terrence says he's not the father of your newest baby, Sincere.
Yeah, that's what he say.
You're mad at him, but you've already had him here trying to be the father of the other kids, and he wasn't the father. So can you understand how he would doubt this child?
It don't matter if he doubting my child. I know he's the father.
Did he come to the hospital when you were pregnant?
He came to the hospital, Maury. I mean, he looked in the window.
He looked in the window?
He looked in the window and left and said it wasn't his father.
That's not a pet show.
Yeah, he looked in the window and left. He looked in the window and left.
Well, he didn't sign the birth certificate.
No, yeah, he signed the birth certificate.
Oh, he did?
He signed the birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
That's what he did do.
But
That's what he did do.
Here's the thing. Your son was sick in the hospital.
Yes, my son was sick, Maury. My baby was born early with nobody there. He wouldn't even come up there. He wouldn't even come to see the baby. He'll come to the door, wouldn't even go in, Maury.
Did he have anything to do with the naming?
Yeah, he the one named him. He the one named him, Maury.
Named him.
He named my baby.
Ooh.
He named him.
So last night we sat down with Terrence, and this is why he is denying this child.
This is the 3rd time that Forever brought me out here trying to pin a baby on me. It just won't happen. Forever is a neighborhood whore, and everybody knows it. This baby could belong to several hundred men. Why she choosing me? When Forever got pregnant, I hadn't seen her in 9 whole months. Next time I see her, she was 6 months pregnant. You do the math. Forever is just obsessed with me. She done brought me out here 3 different times for 3 different kids. Get over it. I am not your baby's daddy. Forever, I done embarrassed you 2 different times on national TV. And today is gonna be the 3rd time when Maury says you are not the father.
Here he is, Terrence. Terrence, welcome him back.
What? What you mean you ain't the father? You was all backstage? Now I'm inside now. You told me you ain't the father. You got me messed up. You got me bent. You got me bent. 6 months. Soon as we left the show, you was all up in this. So quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying. For real.
Me and everybody in.
When
was
you
this?
backstage, somebody love me. Carp. Yeah,
That
boo
ba-
back, baby.
look,
Boo
look,
back,
look,
baby.
look.
Boo back, baby. Boo back, baby.
Yes or no?
Look.
Hell
Look.
no.
Hell yeah.
no. Hell no. Hell no. Out of this the 3rd time, it will never be me. It could never be my.
Sit down.
No,
Sit down.
step it up.
Okay, I'm gonna say,
Step it up.
I'm gonna say step. She
Step
said
it
step
up.
my game up.
I didn't
Why
say
your
okay.
shoes messed up?
Okay, why you not messed up? Why you not messed up? Why you not messed
Nice.
up?
Fresh. I'm fresh. I'm all new. I'm all new. All new. All new. Is that it, Maury?
Why are you putting her down?
I'm not putting her down. I'm just telling the truth.
You
She's trying to say this baby mine. Look at it. The baby can't be mine. How many times have her kids been? How many times have her kids been mine?
Right? Okay, don't
Why the
lie
hell
for the
this one
camera.
mine?
Don't lie for the camera.
Why the hell
You
this one mine?
backstage.
baby, I haven't seen her in I haven't seen her for 9 whole months, and then when I see her, she's 6 months pregnant.
As soon as we left the show, he was,
Cut it out.
You signed the birth certificate.
She a damn lying.
You didn't sign the birth certificate.
I wasn't even. She said I came to the hospital. Look through the mirror. It's mad. So I signed the birth certificate.
After the baby was born. That was after the baby was born. That was after the baby was born. It was after the baby was born. Okay. I got with me. You want me to get it? You want me to get it? Cause your name on there.
I'm gonna
That's the result.
In the case of 5-month-old Sincere, Terrence, you are not the father. You're a good mother to your kids. You want us to help continue to find out?
I already know who it is. There was only one other dude, and I know exactly who it is.
Okay. You think he'll hit on you?
Yeah, he gonna get on me. He gonna be there. He gonna... That's not no hope. I'm over there raising no hope.
You are the father. Kiate is now denying Teresa's new baby.
He was doing a good job. I was holding a deep, dark secret.
Drugged and raped by a Caucasian man.
This is a white man's baby. You hear me?
Does that look like a white baby?
No. So it's my fault that I got raped.
Yeah,
it's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Kiate.
We gotta end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. This is Teresa. Now, 3 months ago, Teresa came to the show furious that a man named Kiate was denying her son, 1-year-old Trayshawn. Now, a DNA test proved that Kiate was the father. Now, they're back. The two of them are back for another DNA test because Kiate is now denying Teresa's new baby, 1-month-old Syasia. So before we find out why Kiate is denying this child, take a look at their first appearance.
I'm mad. I'm pissed out. How can you deny that beautiful baby? She's stupid. He's a deadbeat daddy.
And you're positive.
He's my child's father.
Why does he say this about you and the cable guy?
Because he was getting free cable, so why he worrying about it?
I know I'm not the father of Tyshawn, and Teresa better stop pinning this baby on me. I even heard Teresa had sex with a man for $10.
I'm not no hope. I'm over there raising no hope. You gonna take it?
I have doubt in my mind that baby ain't mine, because she said she cheated. It's not my baby girl. You gonna look stupid as hell.
Kiate, you are the father.
I'm gonna take care of my baby. That's my little dog, man. I got him, you hear me? I got him.
Okay, so now this is unbelievable. Because on the last show, Teresa was actually keeping a heartbreaking secret from Kiate. That she was, on that last show, 7 months pregnant. In fact, right up until she went into labor, Kiate had no idea she was pregnant. But there was a reason for the deception. Because around the time that Teresa got pregnant, she was drugged and raped by a Caucasian man. So it was only until baby Syasia was born that she knew in her heart that Syasia was Kiate's, not the guy who raped her. So we better clear something up because this was a terrible thing that you went through.
It was devastating because that's embarrassing, and I felt like I was a hoe because somebody took advantage of me.
But let me tell you how brave Teresa was. She went and prosecuted that man.
Yeah.
That man is in jail. Wasn't Kiate sympathetic?
No, because
he wasn't sympathetic?
At first he cried, but he called me a whore. I was a takeoff. He talked about my newborn baby, call her a white baby, call her a whore. You don't call no child no whore.
Does that look like a white baby?
No, no.
Does he think it is?
Yeah, she's innocent. She didn't ask to be here. She didn't ask to be here at all. And it don't make no sense at all.
Before we bring Kiate out here, this is what he had to say.
Look, I'm not a bad guy. And after Teresa proved that Tyshawn was mine, I stepped up and took care of my responsibility. But now I'm back for a second DNA test, but this time,
I'm 100% sure that I'm not the father of Teresa's new baby. How can I be the father of Teresa's baby when I called her house and they told me she was in labor? I didn't even know she was pregnant. Me and Teresa wasn't even together when she got pregnant. This is a white man's baby. You hear me? Teresa, I just want to let you know this is all your fault. Today, we will find out the truth.
All right, here he is, Keate. Welcome to
How you doing?
So it's my fault that I got raped?
Yeah, it's your
It's
fault.
my fault?
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault, though?
It's your fault.
Okay,
You can't
it's
say
my
that.
fault.
It's one thing to go out with somebody. It's another thing to get raped and call it her fault.
You're right.
Do you have 20/20 vision?
Nope. But it's clear not me.
You think that baby's half white?
My kids have a distinct, my eyebrows.
Look at her eyebrows.
Look at her. Look at her eyebrows and look at mine.
How about the other child? The other child look like you?
Yeah, he does.
You didn't think it was yours either?
Because she lied.
All right. All I want to know, if this is your child, you'll take care of this child the way
I'm not doing nothing because this ain't my child.
Okay.
Well, wait a second. If it is your child.
If?
Yes.
Maury, you know, if wasn't fifth, we'd all be drunk. If she is my child, I'm going to take care of my
We're going to find out. In the case of 1-month-old Syasia, Keate, you are not.
You hear me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Can I get an apology, please? Can I please get an apology?
I apologize.
But you know what? You know what? She know I'm still going to be there for her.
Wait a second. I've got to ask Teresa something. Was it the result of the rape?
I know it's his.
The result of the rape?
You know I'm still going to be by your side, man. I'm going to help you in anything you
No.
But I understand, but we can't do nothing about it now. So now you know. You hear me? But I'm still going to help you out. If you need help, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. She going to know me as her daddy. I'm her daddy. I'm going to be her daddy.
Not. Talina's 3-year search continues, except this time with a man who wants to be the father.
We've got to end this today.
Tommy?
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama. Everyone, this is Talina. It has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah. You see, it's been a very emotional journey for Talina because after getting 6 DNA tests, she has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiancé, Tommy, is the dad. But before we find out the new paternity test results, this is Talina's history on our show. Talina's journey started 3 years ago when she revealed a shocking secret to her sister, Tabitha.
I sleep with Brian behind your back. I'm positive that Malachi is your husband.
Was Brian the father of his wife's sister's son? Brian, you are not the father.
Yes.
Talina came back to the show 2 more times, trying to find Malachi's dad. First, we tested Brian's nephew, Nathan. You are not the father. Then we tested her brother-in-law's brother. Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not. Talina decided to put her search for Malachi's dad on hold and focus her attention on her son, Isaiah. This journey started with another shocking confession.
At the time I had got pregnant with him, I had slept with 8 guys.
8? Tommy is the first guy of the 8.
Yeah.
Tommy, you are not the father. 2 more of the 8 men were given paternity tests. James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. Then Talina put everything to rest because it's been 2 years since you've been on the show. Now, you're with a guy now, right?
Right.
Tommy?
Yes.
You're engaged to him?
Yes.
He's a father to your son, Malachi?
He's the father to all my kids. He's great.
Why do you want to chance this?
Because my son, he's got to know who his father is, Maury.
How old is Malachi now?
He's 4. He's got to. We've got to end this today. If we don't, Maury, it'll be devastating for my whole family.
Your relationship with Tommy could change, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, dramatically.
You think he might leave if he's not the father?
I honestly think he'll leave if he's not the father.
You finally figured out why you slept around.
Yeah, I did.
What
I
was-
think that I've got a sex addiction.
You did?
Honestly, yes, I do.
Okay. This is what Tommy had to say before the show. Watch this.
I love Talina and I want to settle down with her and get married and have a family. I know Talina has to give DNA tests to other men, but I really don't care. I love Malachi and I believe I am his father. Me and Talina was in a relationship when she got pregnant. And I've been there from day one for her son. And I pray this child is mine so we can both of us move on.
Here's Tommy, everybody. He's a good guy. Welcome him. Tommy, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Tommy, why are we taking this chance?
It's something we got to do.
How long have you been around that child?
The whole time.
The whole
Since he was
time?
born, yeah.
He thinks of you as his father.
Yes.
And what happens if this test proves that you're not the birth father?
I'm going to still be there.
You know Tabitha and Brian?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
They're all part of the family, right?
Yeah.
They've been very good, right?
Yeah. They've been very good to me and too.
Okay. Are you ready for this chance? You ready to take this chance?
I've got to, yes.
Here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy,
We have the DNA results next.
We've got to end this today.
new men, new tests, new paternity update drama. It has been 3 years since Talina first came to the show trying to find out the father of her 2 sons, Malachi and Isaiah, after getting 6 DNA tests. She has been unsuccessful in finding either of their dads. Brian, you are not the father. You are not the father. Brian's brother, the man that would not appear on the show, is not your father. Tommy, you are not the father. James, you are not the father. Nathan, you are not. But she's back, and she believes her son Malachi will finally have a father because she's positive that her fiancé, Tommy, is the dad. In the case of 4-year-old Malachi, Tommy, you are not the father.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are still a family. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we're still a family, okay? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna get this. It's okay. It's okay.
You are not.
He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
We've got to end this today.
New men, new tests, new paternity update drama.
Man and I are engaged to be married. I'm hoping and praying he is.
Catan, you are not. He was not the father, but will he stay with Megan?
Me and my son are gonna be okay, and I got Katan as my son's father, and he's gonna be a good man.
I'm still gonna be there. We're gonna be a family still. Get happily married. I'm back.
The incredible drama on Maury. No more denials. It ends right here with the blinding truth. Two women, 3 babies, and 1 man. These women claim Brian was two-timing them while he was married to someone else. And he could have 13 kids.
13 kids, 7 different baby mamas.
One of the most shocking paternity stories ever.
Will you be in the lives of these children if you're the father?
Nope.
3 paternity tests. Is Brian the father?
Brian.
This teen says she dealt with a troubled pregnancy all alone. Robert says she can't blame him because he's not the father of her baby.
You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Will a paternity test end the drama or add to it?
Robert?
Samantha claims her brother Josh is not the father of both of Heather's children.
I want to find out now.
Josh?
Plus, Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy. 2 men, but only one can be the father.
Lance? Dimitri?
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
Everyone, this is Devona. Welcome, Devona, to the show. And everybody, this is Maxine. Welcome, Maxine, to the show. These 2 women are furious because this man, Brian, is denying Devona's 2-year-old son, Devon, and her 8-month-old daughter, Brooklyn. And he's also denying Maxine's 1-month-old son, Braden. That's right. Brian is denying all 3 children. But that's not the worst of it. You see, after both Devona and Maxine discovered they were pregnant, they made 2 more shocking discoveries. First, Brian was married. And also, he might have 10 other children.
2 furious women, 3 babies, and 1 man denying he's the father.
Brian is a deadbeat loser and a habitual liar. All he's good at is making babies all over town. He has 13 other kids that he's not even claiming.
Right after I got pregnant with my son, Devon, I found out that Brian was married to another woman.
Brian has done nothing for these children.
He haven't done one damn thing for me or my baby.
Brian never comes to see his son. He's only held Braden 1 time, and that was only for 5 seconds. The only thing Brian has brought into me and my son's life is stress.
Maxine and Devona are demanding the DNA truth.
Brian owes me over $10,000 in child support. But all I want is for him to step up and be a father to both of his kids.
I absolutely do not ever want to get back with Brian, but I do want him to be a positive role model to his son.
Okay. So, you got pregnant, then you found out he was married.
Yes, Maury, I was 1 month pregnant when I found out Brian was married. I was so scared and frustrated, I didn't tell him I was pregnant until I was 6 months. And when I told him I was pregnant, he denied the baby right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
It's not my baby, though. It's not.
So how many kids do you think he had?
With
Brian had 13 kids.
13 kids?
7 different baby mamas. 7 different baby mamas.
And I think I saw, when I was reading about Brian, he's 26 years old.
26
with 13 kids.
Damn shame.
You have how many babies with him? Two? Two. If you knew he was this kind of guy, Devona, why would you have another baby with him?
Being stupid. Being real stupid.
You think those babies look like him?
They look just like him.
Look like him.
Maxine,
Yes.
you didn't know about Devona.
No, I did not know about Devon until I got the phone call from
So
the show.
why did you get involved with this guy who apparently is populating the entire Midwest?
I knew nothing about any kids. I didn't know about him being married. I didn't know anything.
Did he deny Braden the whole way?
No. When Brian tried to have sex with me just last week, talking about, I don't want any other man around my child. He don't want any other man around his
Maxine,
child.
you can't have sex with him if he denies your baby. You can't do that. Well, guess what? Brian has a very different view of all this. And this is what he had to say.
Maxine and Devona are the two biggest cheaters in the world. They say I got 13 kids, I got 7 kids. And them 7 kids ain't going no higher today. Devona didn't even tell me that she was pregnant until 7 months. If that was my baby, why doesn't the baby have my last name? Now with Brooklyn, she getting older, she doesn't look nothing like me. Me and Maxine used to sleep together periodically, but she used to sleep with other guys periodically too. Now what you think about that? I'm here to get the results for not 1, not 2, but 3, not the father.
Here we are. Here's Brian, everybody. Brian, do you like kids?
Love kids. I got
You
7.
do? Well, you shouldn't have all these kids.
I know, but things happen.
You say you have 7 kids. You're
7 kids.
A lie.
26 years old.
A lie.
I don't even, man, look, don't even talk to me. I'm talking to
A
her.
lie.
Okay. Brian,
Yeah.
you think the 2 kids on top there look like you?
Nope.
They don't look like you.
Nope.
So they don't look like you. They don't look like you.
That might be my daughter right there, but you know she was sleeping. So that might not be my baby, but that might be my baby.
He your damn clone. Y'all look just alike.
Hey, the boy,
So
not
y'all
my
don't look
son.
alike.
Not
So
my
y'all don't
son.
look alike.
Not my son.
That big ass receiving hairline with that big ass
It's a shame how much
Brian,
you lie.
Hey,
were you
look
at the
this.
hospital for the births of these 2 or not?
No.
No.
What I did, Maury, look, what I did was.
So you didn't come to the hospital with me, with my 2 kids.
Hey,
You
when I
picked me
came-
up to the hospital
when I
with the
came to the
ball,
hospital-
and you came with Brooke.
So I come up there, take them
Brian.
home and everything. If I was up there, why I ain't sign a birth certificate?
Because you don't sign none of your kids' birth certificates.
How many
That's
kids
why.
you got?
You told me you never signed now one of them. None of them. But today we gonna find out. We gonna find out today.
All right, let's move on,
tell
Brian.
your
Let me
family.
move on, Brian. What about Maxine's son, Braden? What about him?
She was sleeping around.
Are you in the lives of those 7 children?
No.
You are.
No.
Do you know my kids?
Yeah.
Will you be in the lives of these children if you're the father?
No. What I'm gonna do is take care of Brooklyn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Even if I say you're the father of all of them?
I'm gonna take care of Brooklyn. That's what I'm
That's
gonna
it?
take care of.
Don't worry about
Only
it.
Brooklyn.
Don't worry about it. We gonna see what you do. We gonna see what you do, though.
We're
We
going to
gonna
find
see
out
what you
right
do.
now. Here we go. We're going to find out right now. Brian, when it comes to 1-month-old Braden, Brian, you are the father. When it comes to 2-year-old Devon, Brian, you are not. When it comes to 8-month-old Brooklyn, Brian, you are not. Take care of this child.
I'm gonna take care of my child.
You take care of that child. And by the way, do me a big favor, okay?
He needs to go get his it.
Talk to her and don't get so upset with her, okay? All right? She thought you were the father. He's glad to help you.
I know who he
Find
is.
your babies. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
For both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It'll be all right. But he's
Mhm.
not the father. You know
Okay.
what? You know something?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him to be the father.
I
He
know.
has too many other responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Samantha claims her brother Josh is not the father of both of Heather's children.
Your phony crying won't fool me.
Why would she say that? Josh supports Heather. You and Josh are now living together.
Yes.
But who will he support when the DNA results are revealed?
I want to find out now.
Josh? Ashley admits that her young son calls two men daddy. Two men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri?
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Everyone, this is Heather. Welcome, Heather. And also, we want to introduce you to Heather's former best friend, Samantha. Former. You see, Heather fell madly in love with Samantha's brother, Josh. All of a sudden, Samantha, the friend, became the bitter enemy because Samantha claimed that Heather cheated and that both babies, Madison and Mackenzie, are not his brother's kids.
Heather, me and you both know you ain't nothing but a slut bucket. You're a conniving trick that keeps my brother under your control. There is absolutely no way that those kids belong to my brother. Today we will settle this once and for all. My brother deserves someone else that isn't gonna have sex with random men in dirty motel rooms. And I know you're giving oral sex in order to pay off your phone bill. Heather, you're nothing but a drama queen. You use your tears to trick my brother, but your phony crying won't fool me.
Wow. What do you think of that?
That makes me so mad because that was my best friend and she's going to sit there and say that those are not her nieces.
Right.
And I'm saying we were so close. And when I had my first baby, we were together all the time. So how did I cheat? And oral sex for cell phone minutes, that's not me. I'm a lady. I do not do stuff like that. Thank you. I do not do stuff like that. If anybody does it, maybe her friends. But I'm not like that. I'm a lady.
Why would she say that?
Maybe she's jealous because her baby daddy's not there, maybe.
And you and Josh are now living together.
Yes, we're together. We're doing good.
And she's saying to her brother, those aren't your kids.
Yeah, she's trying to break us up, and I don't see why. As soon as we do... Yeah.
Is she around her nieces?
No, with the first one, she went shopping. She bought her clothes. She come and seen us, took us everywhere. And with the second baby, I don't never see her. She's nowhere around. She doesn't...
Did Josh ever deny the first baby, Madison?
After she was 3-4 months old and he got with somebody else, he started denying her. Because of this family. That's why I'm ready to get this over with. Tell him these are his babies. Thank you. Yes. I'm ready. Look at my babies. Look at them. They're both beautiful. They're so beautiful.
Okay, well, guess what? We're going to meet Samantha first. Here's Samantha. Come on out.
Babies times when you wasn't even with my brother. My brother was not even nowhere around.
What I don't understand is, Samantha, what I don't understand is when they broke up the first time and she had Madison, you love Madison.
You did
Yes, I did. Exactly. I wanted to be there. Now they're nowhere around. They don't come around me. She sleeps with everybody. I have no relationship. It's like, It's like she's jealous of me around my brother.
Take a look at those two.
Tell me they're not beautiful. Are they not beautiful?
No.
Well, let me ask you this, Samantha. Do you get along with your brother?
Yeah.
Now?
Yes, no, I don't talk to them. I have no relationship with them whatsoever. Because I want to find out now. Y'all ain't in this, you ain't in this, you ain't in this.
Samantha, I know you had a lot of questions with her, and you wanted her to take a lie detector test, but she didn't want to take it, so she didn't take it.
Exactly. Why didn't she take the lie detector test? Why, y'all? Why? Because I have to.
In the middle, welcome Josh, everybody. Here's Josh. Josh. Y'all are family.
Yes, sir.
Both of them look just alike. They both look just like you.
Where was Heather at? Well, okay, when she was pregnant, her first baby, where was you at, Josh? Virginia. Yes, you was.
I was too, so we can get this over with as close as we was, and you gonna do this? It don't even make no sense. I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna love those little girls as an aunt if you're proved to be.
Of course.
Okay. When it comes to 3-month-old Mackenzie, Josh, you are the father. When it comes to Madison, Josh, you are the father. Okay, y'all take all that emotion that you have, all that emotion that you've displayed the last 10 minutes on this show, and you give it to those two beautiful kids, okay? We'll be back. This teen says she dealt with a troubled pregnancy all alone. Robert says she can't blame him because he's not the father of her baby. You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Will a paternity test end the drama or add to it? Robert? Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy. 2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri?
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Everyone, this is Sarah. Welcome Sarah to the show. Sarah's very upset. You see, when Sarah told her ex-boyfriend Robert that she was pregnant with his child, she says he showered her with baby clothes. That was 2 years ago. But a lot has changed in those 2 years because Sarah's son, William, is now 1. Robert is now married to another woman. And he completely denies he is baby William's father. And get this, Robert claims that Sarah cheated on him with another man who eventually became her fiancé. And sadly, that man since passed away. And Robert believes the other guy's the dad. This is Sarah's story.
William is like my heartbeat, everything, and he's being treated wrong. When I was 6 months pregnant, they thought William was stillborn, and Robert was laughing, and like my world just fell apart. I thought I was losing my baby, and he just sat there and laughed like it was a joke. It was devastating to know that Robert was denying William. He treated William like he was just a piece of trash. My heart breaks because my son doesn't have a father.
Why are you so... What are you raising your fist for, Sam?
Him!
Why?
He's dirt!
He's dirt.
He's dirt! My 1-year-old son did do nothing to him! My son's not trash! My son is not trash! He is! He's the trash! He should be thrown in the garbage and put in the dumpster!
When did Robert start to deny William?
when I got with Chris. He started to deny him because another man was stepping up to be a daddy. Because any man can make a baby. It takes a real man
So
to
now
be a daddy.
I understand everything. So this is what Robert had to say about that, because you know. What? You don't care?
No one cares what he had to say. It's probably a bunch of lies anyway, piece of trash.
Watch this.
I was shocked to find out Sarah was pregnant. I thought I was settling down with a decent woman, but I made a big mistake. I've never cheated on any woman I've ever been with, and if I could have brought them on the show, they would tell you the same thing. Emotionally finding out William may not be mine, it's aggravating. I'm not the bad guy. Sarah's the dirty liar who's making me believe that a kid may be mine, and it may not be.
All right, everybody, welcome Robert to the show. You think you look like that child?
No, I don't. I do not.
Okay, Robert, you don't look like him, right? Big ears! Big ears! No! No!
Really? I got 4 other kids that did. Neither one of them look like that.
Sit down, sit down. Robert, let me ask you something. How old are you?
25.
You might have 5 kids. What are you doing having 5 kids?
What am I doing having 5 kids? Really? My other 4 kids, I can't deny they're a splitting image of me.
And he's...
Splitting image. He does not look like me. He does not look like me.
Are you blind? Are you a moron?
All right, Sarah, sit down. Sit down, Sarah.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's
Stay
okay.
seated.
All right. If you're the father, you gonna get in that child's life?
If I'm the father, Maury, I'll do what I have to do.
We're gonna find out
Give me
if
the
you can
test
prove it or
and,
not. Oh, when it comes to 1-year-old William, Robert, you are the father.
I never denied him. I had doubts that he wasn't mine. I never denied him.
You didn't deny
I went and got this on my chest 2 weeks after he was born.
You never denied
I
him.
never denied him.
Okay, so why
I had doubts that he wasn't mine.
You want to see him? Why not see your kid?
The drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about your...
Ashley admits that her young son calls 2 men daddy.
I made a mistake.
And both of these men desperately want to be this little boy's father.
I'm Isaac's father. Isaac is my son.
It's one of the most shocking stories of the year.
I'm the man. I take care. I do everything I can for him.
2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri.
Let me go before I snap.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Everyone, this is Ashley. Welcome Ashley to the show. Now, Ashley sits here brokenhearted because her son, 2-year-old son Isaac, calls this man Lance and this man Dimitri daddy. Both of them. You see, Ashley was having sexual relations with both Lance and Dimitri around the time she became pregnant. And so therefore, she's unsure which man fathered her son. And since then, Ashley has allowed both men to be part of Isaac's life. Now, for the record, both guys want to be the father. Why?
When I got pregnant with my son Isaac, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I slept with 2 men around the same time I became pregnant. I felt bad because I allowed my son to call Dimitri and Lance daddy, and I don't know which one's the father. When I look at my son I'm hoping that Demetric's my son's father because I love him and I want to make our relationship work. I know Demetric wants to be the father, and I know Lance wants to be the father. I need to find out the truth for my son.
So, now, everybody should know that since learning that he could be the father a few months ago, Demetric has been helping to raise Isaac. Are you and Demetric a couple?
Yes, we're a couple.
But Ashley, you have your son calling two people daddy.
I made a mistake.
When you were pregnant, did you tell one of the guys first?
I told Lance he was the father.
When did you tell Demetric?
2 years later.
Oh. Okay, well, both Demetric and Lance are here, and this is what they had to say before the show.
My name is Demetric, and I know in my heart that Isaac is my son.
My name is Lance, and I believe that I'm Isaac's father.
Since I found out that Isaac was my son, he's been calling me daddy.
I've been there for Isaac since the day he was born, and I signed his birth certificate.
Lance is a deadbeat, hangs around with the wrong crowd, and I refuse to let my son be around that kind of drama.
Demetric, he's a clown, and I can't stand how he ruined my family and my life.
I want to spend the rest of my life with Ashley, and Lance is messing the whole thing up. I can't wait till Maury proves that I'm the father so we can move on and have a happier family.
All right, everybody, first, here's Demetric. Demetric, come on out. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay. So, Demetric, y'all are together, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Did you know that he was calling the other guy daddy?
I didn't know until we got back together.
Have a seat. Lance.
What's up?
What's going on?
Well, I was with her, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was with her, and I love her, you know what I'm saying? I got a baby boy, Isaac, that's my son.
You sure that's your son?
Yes, he looks just like me.
You think he looks like you, Demetric, or looks like Lance?
I think he looks like me.
That's what I'm here to find out today. No.
And you signed the birth certificate?
Yes, I signed the birth certificate, and they taking child support out front.
He calls you daddy, he calls him daddy.
Yeah,
Whose
but
fault is
I
that?
was there first. It's her fault. I take care of my responsibility as a man.
When it's convenient for you, you do it.
The only
You're not always
No,
there.
when I call you on the phone, he tells you not to talk to me, and I can't talk to my son, and that's wrong.
Exactly. The only time that he calls,
when I
the
call
only time that he calls,
that's why I don't
is
get.
when he wants
That's why I
to
don't get
come
along with him,
and get
because that's
something from
dirty.
her.
He don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. And I'm the man. I'm the man. I take care of him.
I do everything I can for
You
him.
don't do nothing.
I do everything I can
Because you
for
give
him.
us money or you gave me money once or twice.
It
you-
don't
you
matter.
take
It
care
don't
of
matter.
But
It
you're
don't
not
matter.
there-
I take
you're
care
not
of my
there for him
responsibility
mentally,
right now.
emotionally. You're not
Because
there for him.
you keep
Who's
him
the one
away.
there for him?
Because you keep him away from me.
I work to take care of him. And when I go to work, you constantly calling,
It
constantly.
don't matter. I call
trying to
for my
come around
son.
her
It don't
house.
matter. I call for my
Constantly
son.
trying to break
I call for
in.
my son.
I work with people.
If you're,
I work
if
with
you're not
everybody.
the father, you're going to move away, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to be with him?
I'm willing to, I want to be with him. I want to make it work with him.
You do?
Yes.
And you want to make it work with her?
Yes, I do. I want to be with her.
And what's going to happen if he's the father?
If he's the father, he can take care of his responsibilities by going through the right process of doing that like he's supposed to. But I'm still going to be there for Isaac like I have.
No, you ain't finna take care of my son. I'm gonna take care of my own responsibility.
Before you do that, I have something that I wanted to do.
Yeah. Don't you want me to read the results first?
No, I don't. You can read them afterwards.
But I'm the father, though, and I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities.
If you are the
and
father,
I would want to come and visit my son, to come and get my son.
When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, the results are next. 2 men, but only one can be the father. Lance, Dimitri.
Let me go before I snap.
You are the father. Sarah proved he is the father. But the drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about you.
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in.
When I got pregnant with my son Isaac, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I slept with 2 men around the same time I became pregnant. I felt bad because I allowed my son to call Dimitri and Lance daddy, and I don't know which one's the father.
You have your son calling 2 people daddy.
I made the mistake.
My name is Dimitri, and I know in my heart that Isaac is my son.
My name is Lance, and I believe that I'm Isaac's father.
I want to spend the rest of my life with Ashley, and Lance is messing the whole thing up.
He calls you daddy, he calls him daddy. Whose fault is that?
I was there first. It's her fault.
I have something that I wanted to do. Yeah. Don't you want me to read the results first?
No, I don't. You can read them afterwards.
When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, Dimitri, you are not. When it comes to 2-year-old Isaac, Lance, you are the father.
I want to be in my son's life. There's a possibility I can see my son today.
When you do what you need to do, you know what you need to do.
Just answer the question, yes or no. Can I come and get my son today? How you supposed to come and get my son today?
You can't come and get him. You have to go through the process like you do.
I'm not trying to hit with you. You ain't the father, so
Okay,
I'm talking
well,
to her. I'm not talking
with
to
her,
you.
so
it don't
that's
matter.
how it's
I'm not
gonna
talking
be.
to you. I'm
Like
talking
I
to
said,
her.
that's how it's going to be.
No, it
You
ain't
go
gonna be
through the
like nothing.
process.
You know what? I'm for. Can you let me go before I snap on you?
This man denies her 4-year-old daughter. She left him, and now this man denies her newborn twins.
They were all down for it when I was pregnant, and now that they're here, they don't want any responsibility.
3 babies, 2 men, and 1 single mother desperate for the DNA results. The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. This is Steph. Now, Stephanie's here to prove not to 1 man, but to 2 men, that they are the fathers of her 3 kids. You see, 4 years ago, Stephanie met a guy named Ricky. And she says very soon after that, she got pregnant with her 4-year-old daughter, Leanna. Now, here's the problem. Ricky denies Leanna and wants nothing to do with her. Now, fast forward 2 years. Stephanie meets another guy named Jimmy, who, by the way, is not appearing here. And she gets pregnant again, this time with twins. And although at the time she thought he was different, guess what? He's denying the kids too. So we have 3 kids, 2 men, and 1 very devastated single mom. Watch.
My oldest daughter, Liana, she's 4, and she needs her father. You know, it's not fair. Then I met this guy, Jimmy, the father of my twins, and he's not taking responsibility. And it's just hard because there's 2 of them. It's too much for me, you know, to do by myself. It's hard. I love my children. I'm proud of them. You know, they're beautiful. They need their father.
Now, as we said earlier, Jimmy, the other man, refused to appear, but he took a DNA test, and he released a statement. We're going to get into that a little later on. You can pick him.
Not really. I made a mistake with Ricky, you know. It was real quick, and I got pregnant.
Does Leanna know Rick as her father?
She knows him, but she doesn't know him like that. And she's just so smart and beautiful, and he's missing out on everything.
Meanwhile, Jimmy's family, they spread rumors about it.
Family and friends talk about that I had sex for a sandwich, that I had sex.
Guess what? Rick was at least man enough to come, okay? And this is what Rick had to say.
I had a one-night stand with Stephanie 4 years ago. She's trying to say I'm the father of the baby, but I'm not. 3 days after having sex with Stephanie, she called me and said she was pregnant. One of her own friends called me and told me I should get a DNA test. They say that all little girls look like their daddy, but this one don't look like me. Stephanie claims I'm a deadbeat dad, but I'm just trying to find out if I'm the father of this child. If it turns out to be I'm not the father, I'm gonna tell you in 2 languages. Leave me alone. Déjame tranquilo.
Here is Ricky. Ricky, come on out. Rick.
So I was a one-night stand too.
If you're the father, you'll get in this child's life.
Of course, ain't no problem. I'm a man about mine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm a man about mine.
Good.
I don't deny nothing.
Okay. And you tried to do the right thing at first, right?
Yeah.
You signed the birth certificate?
Yeah.
That's all you did.
Then what happened?
That's all you did.
Then what happened?
She didn't apply by my rules. She mad disrespectful.
Your
yo.
rules?
By the way, did you ever ask her for a DNA test before?
Yeah.
And the courts, and he didn't show up. They said if I didn't come, that I would get a warrant from my arrest. But he didn't show up for the DNA test.
Ricky, you know this other guy?
Nah, I don't know that dude.
Okay, but Jimmy, the
I've
other
seen him
guy,
once, though.
for the twins, he released a statement. This is what the statement says. Steffi and I were dating. I was happy when she got pregnant, but then I started hearing rumors about her. I cannot say for sure if these kids are mine, but why would all those people be lying? Kind of the same thing you said.
Because they haters, man. They don't do nothing for you. They don't do nothing for my kids. They don't do nothing for me. Come on.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out right now.
Who gets you upset?
In the case of 1-year-old Skyla, one of the twins with Jimmy, in the case of Skyla, Jimmy is not the father. In the case of 1-year-old Michaela, Jimmy is not the father. In the case of 4-year-old Leanna, Ricky, you are not the father. Wait a second. Rick, you want to say anything to him?
Not really. I apologize, but you did. You
You
messed
gotta
up.
get my money. I'm suing your ass.
You are the father. Sarah proved he is the father. But the drama with this couple is nowhere near over.
No, I want to talk about your...
The results are unforgettable, and the results are in. Earlier, an angry teen mother named Sarah was determined to prove to Robert that he's the father of her son, William. You think you look like that child?
No, I don't.
Robert claimed her baby's real father is another man. The DNA test results revealed the truth. You are the father. Backstage, even though he could not deny being the father anymore, Sarah was still extremely angry at Robert.
He's the father, he's not the daddy. He didn't want to be there. He wasn't there. He left state.
Give me a shot.
No. What's the point?
No, wait, you're gonna walk away and you're not even gonna let me finish? I'm a chaser, man. I don't chase.
You can't chase me and talk about your kid, right?
Sir,
You're a wonderful person, Robert. You're
No.
just so wonderful. You chase your down the street just to get but you can't chase me down. No, I want to talk about your son.
Hey guys, whoa. Don't push me. We have a child, but I'm not gonna chase you no more.
We sincerely hope this couple is able to work together for the sake of baby William. Until next time, America.
mọi buổi chiều khác. Lòng ta man mát buồn, nhìn cây, nhìn cỏ, nhìn bầu trời trôi qua. Rồi suy nghĩ trong đầu tương lai sao vội vã. Cái gì đến thì nó đến, đi thì nó đi. Ta không giữ lại rồi thì thân quen với con nước vối bên hồ nghe. Những câu chuyện chẳng đầu không đuôi. Bác trai đó nói thằng đó chả làm gì cả, chỉ giỏi phá. Phá tiền của ông già, phá luôn cả gia đình. Lắc đầu ngao ngán, tao thì chột dạ. Bàn bên có thằng cùng tuổi làm thiết kế nội thất, lương cũng khấm khá. Ta im lặng nói tao có thằng bạn làm bất động sản. Ta còn lông bông nghĩ về gia đình lúc họ hàng hỏi thăm sau này cháu làm gì, ta vẫn trả lời qua loa cháu là phụ hồ ạ. Có người biết ta đùa, có người nói ta không nghiêm túc với cuộc đời mình. Ta chỉ lặng lặng, không thể nói cháu theo âm nhạc. Không biết con thuyền đi đến đâu nhưng sẵn sàng đối mặt với bão tố. Và chả ai biết mai này ra sao. Có những lúc nói sang mõm nhưng chẳng làm. Tao thật hứa tao khốn nạn, tao đổ lỗi, làm như mọi thứ xung quanh chống lại tao. Tao không hề sai, nhận ra lý do bố chửi tao. Tao không kiên định nghiêm túc với con đường tao đi. Nhận ra em đã chịu đựng và hy sinh, vẫn tin vào anh dù có những lời hứa anh không làm. Nhận ra có lúc xuống vực sâu mới biết mình là ai. Chân thành thì biết ai còn ở lại. Và tận cùng của vực sâu là lối lên, tận cùng của đêm tối là ánh bình minh, tận cùng của khổ đau là hạnh phúc. Tao vẫn tin chừng nào máu tao còn chảy, linh hồn tao còn cháy, âm nhạc vẫn còn đây thì thằng đi S7 này vẫn bay.